the man accidentally cut his finger. Fresh blood seeped through the protective net, heading straight toward the drink bottle below. He panicked. He rushed to the conveyor belt. After carefully inspecting each bottle, he finally found the drop of blood that had fallen. George pulled out a handkerchief to wipe away the bloodstain, then bit open a tube of superglue to seal the wound. After making sure there was no risk at all, he signaled to resume production, but the crisis didn't end there. A few days later, a drink with residual bloodstains was consumed by an elderly man, who instantly died from a heart rupture. The general quickly uncovered the truth, and went to Mexico to capture George. But years of life on the run had already given George a sharp sense for danger. When the special forces found him that night, the house was already empty. However, during his escape, George had to keep an eye on the heart rate monitor on his wrist, because once it exceeded a certain value, he would lose control of himself. Just after escaping the military, George unexpectedly ran into a street gang. Under their punches and kicks, his heart rate quickly rose to 200. Immediately, the Hulk within him awakened. Seeing this, the gang members were fled in panic. At that moment, the arriving special forces seized the opportunity to fire tranquilizers at the Hulk, only to find the needles couldn't pierce his skin. After several fierce clashes, the Hulk escaped from the factory. To avoid capture, George risked crossing the border from Mexico into the United States. He sneaked into the laboratory from years ago, hoping to find a cure by studying the experimental data. But unexpectedly, all the experimental data had already been wiped clean by the general. As he prepared to escape again, the arriving troops surrounded the place. Under the enemy's front and back attacks, George is trapped in the corridor. Seeing this, the general ordered the launch of tear gas grenades. Overwhelmed by the tear gas's powerful effect, George lost control, and could only transform into the Hulk once again.